Hey, brother. Our mother just came to our house saying that she was kicked out of her house by you and your wife. She came to me for help. Just what do you think you're doing?
Oh, hello, Matea. It's been a while since we last talked. But you don't even greet me and immediately just start giving me compliments?
It is not the time for greetings. We need to get straight to the point here. I'm asking you, what the hell do you think you're doing kicking Mom out of her own home? Mom is the owner of that house, right? Not you.
What? What are you talking about? I'm the owner of this house, not Mom. I'm the supporter of this family, so I can decide who lives here and who doesn't. And I decided that my wife could live with me, but not my mom.
What are you talking about? That house used to be Mom's parents' house, so it's only natural for her to continue living there. I don't care if you're the supporter of the family or whatever.
I'm the pillar of this house. I inherited this house from our father who passed away, and Mother is just a parasite that doesn't even have a job.
Huh? What in the world gave you that idea? That house has belonged to Mom ever since her parents passed away, not Dad, and certainly not you. Besides, what are you talking about when you say Mom's unemployed?
I mean, she quit her job when she was 46 because she was feeling ill, right? She's been a housewife ever since and never got another job. I mean, she says she does actually have a job, but she just stays in her room whenever she's not doing housework. Apparently, it's still a few years until she's able to receive her pension, but it looks like she has no intention of working, which means that she has zero income, i.e., she's unemployed. That means that she can't get by without relying on my salary, right? My wife is saying that she doesn't want to be bullied by my mom anymore as well, which means I have no choice but to kick her out.
Still, what are you thinking, suddenly kicking her out without even letting her prepare first? All she has was her phone and wallet when she got here. A lot of her stuff is still in that house, right?
If that's what you're worried about, then don't worry. Because we're going to be throwing her stuff away the next garbage day. Her stuff is just going to take up space here.
What? You can't just throw away Mom's stuff.
But actually, I can since I'm the supporter of this family. You see, I'm planning on making Mom's room my hobby room. I'm going to immediately throw away anything that I think is a nuisance.
Don't. I'll come and take her stuff.
What?
All you want is for Mom's stuff to be gone from that house, right?
Well, yeah, but...
If that's the case, then I'll come and take her stuff.
Oh, is that so? I guess that's good timing then. I have no intention in providing money for any parasite. So you take care of your mother from now on.
What? You're going to let Mom live with me from now on?
Yeah. If you've got a problem with me kicking her out, then you can take care of her yourself.
I see. So I'm going to be living with Mom from now on, huh?
You see, you scolded me for kicking Mom out, but you yourself don't want to provide for her.
Yay! I get to live with Mom now.
Huh? Why do you sound so happy about it? You do realize that you're going to have to provide for her since she's unemployed, right?
Just shut up already, Renato. I can't even bother to explain it to you anymore since you clearly aren't listening to a word I say. I'll gladly let Mom live in my house, but don't come to me later saying that you actually want Mom to live with you, all right?
Why would I say that? Who would want to provide for a parasite?
Nice. So I have your promise then. I'm not going to take it back no matter what, all right? Oh, I'll come and get Mom's stuff this afternoon, so don't mess with it, all right?
This is not how I thought you'd react, but okay. It's not my problem. Besides, why do you sound so sure that I'm going to go and ask Mom to return later on anyway? What? You think I'm going to get lonely or something? Get real. Wow. So you seriously did take all of Mom's stuff with you?
What are you talking about? You're the one who kicked her out, aren't you?
Matea? Are you in your right mind?
Huh? What do you mean by that? Of course I'm in my right mind.
I mean, you're a housewife just like your mother, right? Besides, you've got a husband, right? Did you ever get your husband's permission to let Mom live with you guys?
Yeah, I told him about the situation. He was furious when he heard what you did to our mother, and he agreed instantly.
Oh, is that so? Tell this husband of yours it's none of his business.
Oh, and by the way, I'm not a housewife. I'm still working just like I did before getting married.
What? Really? Well, never mind then. We're just happy that there's one less mouth to feed now that Mom is gone.
I'm going to ask you this again, but are you sure you're not going to say you want Mom to come back later on?
Huh? I already told you I'm not. You're the one that should be making promises not to give me back Mom later on. Don't say later on that you actually don't want her at your house because supporting her is too expensive, all right?
Of course I won't say that. There are only good things that will come if we let Mom live with us.
Huh? What do you mean only good things? You'll have to pay for her expenses because she's unemployed, you know?
I think times are going to get tough for you two now that Mom is gone, but do your best with that unemployed wife of yours, all right? Because I know that you barely make any money and Mom's salary was the main source of income in that house.
Huh? But I already told you Mom doesn't have a job. Don't tell me you actually believed her when she said she worked from home or something, did you? Don't be fooled by her, Matea. She's just playing some sort of video game on her computer. Seriously, I'm worried about you, Matea. You're not thinking straight. Matea? I just wanted to check in. Supporting Mom is more expensive than you thought it was going to be, huh?
Not really, actually. It's the other way around, really. She's the one who's been helping us a lot.
What?
Until now, my husband and I split the housework between us, but now Mom's here to help us as well. Thanks to her, I can spend more time on work. She's been a real help.
Yeah, but even if she does the housework, she's just a money-eating parasite, right?
Seriously? You're still saying that?
What's your problem? All I'm doing is telling you the truth.
Mom isn't unemployed, you know.
Huh? I already told you she's just lying when she says she has a job, Matea.
No, she's not lying. And she doesn't play video games on her computer all day either. She just works from home like me. Mom's been using her expertise to help me with my work for 5 years now.
Huh? What do you mean, Mom's expertise? What do you mean she's helping you with your work?
Sorry, but I'm actually very busy right now doing said work. So bye.
Wait, hold on. Mom seriously had a job? Hey, Matea. About this expertise of Mom's that you told me about last time, did you mean that she was an expert on housework or something? And by her job, did you mean that you paid her to do housework and now you're hiring her as your maid?
Did you forget that Mom used to work at a movie production company? My job is video editing, so she's using her experience at her time working at the movie production company to help me.
Oh, so that's what you meant. Now that you mention it, I guess Mom did used to do something like that when we were kids.
Besides, there's no way I'd treat my own mom like a maid. I hope I'm wrong, but don't tell me that ever since you and your wife moved into Mom's house when Dad died 1 year ago, you've been treating Mom like a maid and making her do all the housework, have you?
Huh? I would never do such a thing.
Maybe you would never do such a thing, but what about your wife?
You see, my wife is actually a very busy person, so she doesn't have time to do the housework.
Seriously? But isn't she unemployed? Tell me, what in the world is she busy with?
My wife is a professional influencer on social media, and she says that it's very difficult work.
I see. A professional influencer, huh? It's no use lying to me, Renato. Mom already told me everything. Anyways, I'm still working, so bye.
Matea, I can't take this anymore. This is terrible. I know I promised I wouldn't ask you, but please give me Mom back. I'll come and pick her up today.
Huh? You can't just break your promises, Renato. Didn't you say yourself that you didn't want a money-eating parasite to have to provide for?
I was wrong. Let's just pretend that promise never happened. It doesn't count because if I had known Mom had an income, I never would have kicked her out. This is you and Mom's fault for not explaining it to us sooner. That promise was unfair since you knew that I was at a disadvantage. It just doesn't count anymore, so give her back.
But Mom said that she actually did explain to you that she had a job. And I myself recall explaining it to you several times, but you never seemed to understand what I was saying.
It's not that I didn't understand, I just thought that she was lying. Come on, Matea. I didn't know working from home was a thing people did now.
Yeah, she said that you just laughed it off and called her a liar, saying that you've never seen her do work. I heard that even before you kicked her out with only her wallet and phone, you would often call her a money-eating parasite.
I mean, she really didn't look like she was doing any work.
That's what you get for being so stubborn and unwilling to accept new ideas, Renato. You deserve everything that's happening to you. Apparently, it's been really rough for Mom ever since you and your wife barged into her home, moving in before Mom could even object.
What?
Yeah, she said that your wife literally never did any housework, and she would often bully Mom into doing what she said. Apparently, she was constantly sleep-deprived for a time because she tried to do both her job and the housework.
Well, I heard from my wife that she did all the housework and Mom just stayed in her room and did nothing all day.
She does work when she's in her room. Your wife is the one that does nothing all day. Your wife probably got used to that lifestyle, right? Tell me, what's the situation inside the house right now?
That's what I was trying to tell you. Ever since Mom left the house, it's been a literal dumpster. Whenever I take a step, I stir up a cloud of dust. And the floor is so covered in garbage that you can't even see it anymore. My wife never does the laundry as well, so we've been wearing the same clothes over and over. Not only that, but the only thing in our refrigerator is beer. And all we eat is either fast food or we order takeout or lunchboxes from the convenience store.
Oh, is that so?
Please, Matea. I know you can't see me, but I'm bowing to you on my knees right now while crying.
Why the hell would that matter to me?
It's fine if she doesn't live with us anymore, but at least let her come by and clean the house once in a while. I don't know, maybe 4 times a week or something? I'm not breaking my promise and she's not going to be living with us, right? Let's make a compromise.
Yeah, except you never had the right to ask for Mom to come back in the first place, so it is not a compromise. Besides, if Mom goes to and from our houses 4 times a week, she's going to collapse from overwork. It's also very expensive to get from your house to mine.
What? Come on, you're over-exaggerating. It only takes 30 minutes by car or train to get to and from our houses.
What? Didn't I tell you already? The 3 of us moved recently. We now live halfway across the country and we would need a 2-hour plane ride to get from our house to yours.
Huh? You moved?
Yeah. I remember I told you when we were visiting Dad's grave. I said that we were going to be moving to Sicily soon since my husband was relocated at his job. Jesus, Renato, I guess you really just have 0 listening skills.
Sicily? Where in Sicily?
I won't tell you.
Why not?
Because if I tell you, you might cause us problems.
Huh? I'm your brother. You can't talk to me like that. What do you mean I'll cause problems for you anyway?
Don't you realize that you're causing us problems right now by texting us? Oh, and I don't know, maybe you'd suddenly show up at our house one day and try to take Mom with you or something.
I would never do anything of the sort. I'm your older brother, Matea. Please. Tell me where you guys live, now.
I'll consider telling you once you 2 get your shit together and you're no longer begging Mom to come back. Oh, and by the way, Mom says that...
Oh, so she's willing to come to our house to do the housework after all?
No, she said that she sold the house, so you 2 need to move out by the end of this month.
What did you just say? But I inherited this house when Dad died. She can't just sell it.
I already told you several times that that's not your house, you dumbass. That house used to belong to Mom's parents, and Mom inherited it when they passed away. Which means that she's the owner of that house, not you.
But I'm the pillar of this family. I get to decide everything that happens in this house.
Just shut up already. I don't care if you're the fucking pillar of the family. Mom is the one who owns that house. I don't need to tell you this, but Mom was also the one who paid for the land tax all this time.
Tax? You have to pay tax if you own a house?
Yes. Mom can sell that house whenever she wants to. She says that she wants you two to go clean the house before you leave, since the new owners are going to be moving in soon.
What? You're telling me we need to clean this place up? This place is a dumpster!
If you don't want to clean it yourselves, then hire a house cleaning service, but you're going to have to pay for that yourself because we certainly aren't.
What? Seriously? How much does a house cleaning service cost?
Look it up yourself. Although judging by how dirty you say the house is, then it's definitely not going to be cheap. Well then, goodbye.
Hey, wait! You're not going to at least help us clean this place?
No thanks. Why would I want to do that? Bye. They had 1 month to leave Mom's house when me and Renato had our last conversation. Renato doesn't earn a lot of money and his wife is unemployed, so they decided to not hire a house cleaning service and just do it themselves. Somehow, they managed to clean the place up as Renato managed to get his wife to help, even though she refused at first. To be honest, I was a bit proud of them, since it seemed that all they needed was a motive, then they would actually do the work. But since they were so busy cleaning up, they forgot to do the laundry, and the uniform Renato wore to work started to seriously stink. Not only that, but Renato was also frequently late or absent to work. And when he made a serious mistake at his job, his company finally had enough of him and fired him. Also, apparently they only realized that they hadn't planned on where to go after they left Mom's house on the day they had to leave. Panicking, the two of them went to the job hunting center and managed to find a job that came with housing. However, this new job of theirs paid worse than Renato's last job. And it was also the kind of place where unpaid overtime was seen as natural. Unable to gather their wits and think up a plan to improve their lives, Renato and his wife slowly spiraled into a life as miserable as one could imagine.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Pierre. You still not done running those errands in town yet? You still have desk work to do, you lazy piece of crap. Get your ass back here before I have to teach you why they call me the Punisher. Hey, wait. Are you just pretending to be out running errands while slacking off, you good-for-nothing deadbeat?
Hello, Benny. I know you're the manager of our department, but I called earlier and Chris, the assistant manager, answered. I told him I got a little delayed while out running my errands, but that I'd be back soon. I posted the same in the sales group chat just to be safe.
Huh? Well, this is the first time I've heard of it. Regardless, that doesn't change the fact that you still have desk work to do. Get your ass back here ASAP.
Would you mind telling me exactly what that desk work is?
Excuse me, boy? Wait a sec. No way. Do you seriously not even know what your own job is?
Of course, I'd usually be aware of what needed doing at the office, but since you asked me to run those errands first thing this morning, I'm not in the loop with everything today. I was under the impression I'd be able to leave on time.
On time? Get a load of this guy. You'll find a huge pile of documents on your desk when you get back. I want them all made into invoices ASAP.
What? Invoices? Since when did we have more invoices to make?
Don't talk back to me, kid. You know full well I already ordered you to get these done by the first thing tomorrow morning. If they don't get sent out soon, the client is going to start asking questions.
Benny, please. I can assure you, you didn't tell me to do any such thing.
You got memory problems, kid? Get your head checked out. My demented grandpa's sharper than you.
I'm pretty sure I didn't forget, actually.
Did I ask for excuses? No. Quit whining and get your ass back here now. You're staying at the office until these files are finished, even if it means clocking out at 2 a.m.
What? 2 a.m.? Benny, please. You know I can't do that.
What's that? More whining. I'm sick of this already, kid, and I don't want to hear it. Not only am I your boss, but I'm also the son of the CEO of this company. Do you hear that? Did you hear that? The CEO. My word is law, and my order is absolute. You either obey me, or you find another job. Do I make myself clear, kiddo? Meeting someone. Ah, I see how it is. So you'd rather get frisky with some cheap bimbo than do your job, would you?
I'm supposed to be meeting one of my guy buddies.
Ah, I see. So you're one of them damn homos, are ya? Yuck, even worse. In any case, your work is your first priority, and that ain't gonna change. You're a member of society working in the big wide world now, kid. Work always comes first, and that's final. I suggest you snap out of this moronic college student mindset before I snap you out of it myself. You hear me?
Benny, please. It's not that I don't think work is important. I value my job a lot.
I tell you what, kiddo. You can ignore me, your boss, and the son of the CEO of this company, if that's what you really want. But believe me, it will have severe consequences when it's time to renew your contract again. Let's just say you better have a resume ready when that time comes. I trust you know what that means.
I understand.
Hey, Pierre, you useless piece of crap. Anyway, what kind of dumb name is Pierre anyway? What are you, one of them hairy French homos? Suck my baguette, moron. Wait. What was I messaging you about again? Oh yeah, there's still some work left for you to do today. Unless you want to go home at 2 a.m. again, I suggest you get your ass back to the office right now.
What? You mean there's even more work to do?
Even more? What the heck's that supposed to mean, kiddo? You just work slow, that's all, sloth boy. How long is it going to take you to realize you keep getting stuck with overtime is because you work slower than my dead grandma? What am I saying? There's no way a 60 IQ pea-brain moron like you could understand the meaning of hard work.
You can insult me as much as you like, Benny, but you're forcing me to do at least 3 times the workload as other employees, and that's a fact.
I'm your boss and the CEO's son. You should be honored to receive work directly from me. Watch your tone, kiddo.
Why do you keep calling me kiddo? We're the same age, for crying out loud. Whatever, fine. I'm sorry, okay? Happy now?
It's a start. Now, your job for today is to tidy up the storage cupboard.
Excuse me? Is that really something that warrants me doing overtime until 2 a.m. in the morning?
Think of it as training. If you can do this to a good standard, maybe, just maybe, there's hope of you doing your desk work properly for once. Jeez, kiddo, how dumb are you? You're the only person in this office I have to explain things so simple to. You really are a useless piece of crap.
Fine, I understand. I'll tidy the storage cupboard.
Hey, Pierre. Sorry to message you on your day off like this. Is now a good time to talk?
Oh, hey, is that Caroline? It's been a while since we messaged. It must have been, what, at least 2 months now since I was in the sales department when you were doing your newbie training?
Yeah, I think it was about that. Time sure does fly, huh?
I still see you in the cafeteria sometimes, but we never get much chance to speak, what with being in different departments on different floors now.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, did you want something? Is this about work?
No, well, did you hand in your resignation?
Yep. I haven't been feeling too great lately, and things show no sign of improvement, so I figured it'd be best to leave before things get out of hand. But wait, how did you know? I told Chris I wanted him to keep it on the down low for the time being when I handed him the letter.
Oh, sorry for not clarifying. I just happened to see you go into Chris's office and hand him the letter. I couldn't hear anything, but based on the body language and atmosphere, I kind of figured it could only be that. Don't worry, I don't think anyone else knows, and Chris definitely didn't tell me.
Ah, I see. I guess in that case, it can't be helped.
Anyway, there's something I want to say to you. I'm really sorry.
Huh? Why? Why would you apologize to me, Caroline? Did something happen?
You've been doing overtime until 2 a.m. in the morning for the last month, right?
Well, yes, I have.
I heard Benny has been forcing you to work way over your contracted hours. No, scratch that. Beyond what's reasonable on a basic human level.
Yeah, he has. Staying at the office overnight is forbidden, which is why he told me to lock up and go home at 2 a.m.
Still, 2 a.m. in the morning? That's horrible enough. I can't believe he'd do that to you.
Yeah, I don't really like to complain or make a big deal of things, but to be honest with you, I haven't been having a great time lately. I think maybe I became numb to his crap because I've been putting up with it for so long, but you're right. It's not normal, is it?
Of course not. Listen, Pierre, I need to tell you something. There's no doubt about it. This is all my fault.
How could Benny being a jerk possibly be your fault?
Well, remember back when you were with sales and I was doing my training when I almost tripped over that extension cord and you caught me before I hit my head?
Oh yeah, I remember.
Well, I found this out later, but apparently someone else at the company saw us after you caught me, and only after you caught me, so it kind of looked like we were, well, you know. With that, a rumor starts that me and you are seeing each other, and before you know it, half the company is talking about us.
Wow, seriously?
I take it you had no idea then?
No, not at all. This is literally the first time I've heard of it. Man, that's crazy. But actually, now that you mention it, I have had this unshakable feeling that a lot of my coworkers have been cold and distant with me lately.
I wonder if that's why. So it has had an impact on your work life then. This is what I was worried about. I'm so sorry, Pierre. You don't deserve any of this.
It's fine, really. It's not like you tripped over on purpose, right? Besides, it's also not like I've been totally excluded at the office. People just seem a bit off with me sometimes is all. Despite Benny being a complete jerk, I can't deny he's handsome. And he does seem to be pretty popular with a certain kind of woman. Not only that, but he's a CEO's son. It's no secret that Benny has had a thing for you for a while now. It's no wonder people are cautious about being seen with me if everyone thinks me and you are dating. Anyway, what does any of this have to do with me being at the office until 2 a.m.?
The thing is, Benny hasn't left me alone since I joined the company. If it's not random compliments at work, it's date invites or expensive presents. I don't think a day goes by where he doesn't hit on me in some form or another.
Wow. I knew he liked you, but I had no idea it was that bad.
Right? Now imagine his fury when he hears the Pierre and Caroline are dating rumor. It wouldn't surprise me if that's why he started being so hard on you with the overtime. In fact, I think it'd be weirder if it wasn't related.
Right. You're right. That makes perfect sense.
I really am sorry, Pierre. I can't believe things got so bad for you. I'm quitting the company too.
What?
I'll be handing in my resignation at the start of next week.
Whoa there, Caroline. Hold on a second. You don't have to quit the company on my behalf.
But even if I do stay, what future awaits me here? Without you around to bear the brunt of his dick swinging, I'm bound to be the next one in his crosshairs. I've seen the way he treats you, and I can't let things get that way, so I've decided to take preemptive action.
Ah, I see. Well, I can't deny it. I can definitely see that happening. Especially if you deflect his romantic advances. Still, you've barely been at the company for 6 months. Are you sure you want to call it a day already? You don't need me to tell you how bad the job market is these days. Are you sure you're ready to go through the hassle of finding something else after you worked so hard for your spot here?
It's fine. I already have something arranged. My friend from college asked me to help her with the procedures to set up her company, so I'm going to focus on that for the time being.
Ah, I see. I guess it's not a big deal if you have something else lined up.
Anyway, what about you? Will you start looking for another job?
To tell you the truth, I have something lined up too. I can't say much more than this, but the short of it is, I got headhunted by Globex Corporation. They've been trying to reach out to me for a long time now, but I figured all this crap with Benny was the perfect opportunity to finally take the plunge.
Wow, really? You're going to work for Globex? That's amazing!
To be honest, I was pretty happy with my job before Benny got on my case, so I never seriously considered their offer. But now, I think a change of jobs might be just what I need.
I see.
My official departure date is exactly 1 month from today, but I still have a bunch of paid vacation to use up, so my last day would be in 2 weeks' time. This conversation stays between me and you, okay?
Of course, understood.
Hey, kid. You're doing overtime again today.
Good morning, Benny.
I heard you left at the regular time with everyone else yesterday because it was my day off. You think you're so clever, don't you, you sneaky little rat? Mark my words, kid. The slacking ends here, because I'm back to make sure you don't slack off for another second. You're dreaming if you think I'll give you any time to smooch your girlfriend.
Actually, today is my last day before I go on paid vacation before I leave the company.
Huh? Wait, what? You're leaving the company?
I couldn't let you know yesterday because it was your day off, but I'll officially be leaving the company in exactly 2 weeks. Thanks for everything, Benny. It's been an experience.
Wow. I see. I was wondering how long it'd take you to crack under the pressure and run away with your tail between your legs like the little bitch you are. So you really are quitting, huh?
Yep. Me and Caroline handed in our resignation on the same day.
Huh? Wait, what? Caroline's leaving too? Come on. You couldn't just be a man about it and leave on your own, could you? You had to go and drag your girlfriend into your freaking mess, huh? God damn you, asshole. I had my sights set on that girl. Ugh. A little longer and I would have been able to steal her from you. Just know it.
Steal her from me?
You and her are dating, right?
Huh? We are?
What? You mean you're not?
Nope, we're most definitely not. Us resigning on the same day was just a coincidence. We were both surprised when we found out we were both resigning at the same time.
Wow, are you serious?
Yep. Listen, Vinny, you'll have to excuse me. I'm heading out to see a movie soon, so I'll have to shoot off. Man, it's been ages since I went to the movies.
And boy, am I hyped. Hey, wait, kiddo, I'm not done with you yet. Have you heard anything about where Caroline's going next?
Nope, nothing.
God damn it.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. She did say she was changing her phone number when she left, so you'll probably be wasting your time if you carry on messaging her like you have been doing.
What? Hey, what the shit? How do you know about that?
I'm going now. Goodbye, Benny.
Hey, Pierre, buddy, are you there? You didn't change your number too, did you? Hey, pal, are you there?
No, I didn't. What do you want? I officially left the company yesterday, so you could have no reason to message me anymore.
I want a job at Globex Corporation. Make it happen.
Excuse me?
I heard about how you got an offer from Globex to be the manager of the brand new department to oversee their expansion into the electric wheelchair industry. If that's true, I'm a way more suitable candidate for that job. So quit screwing around and get me in. Don't worry. If you do this for me, I promise to make you my assistant manager.
Wow, this is hilarious. If I'm not mistaken, this must mean you got fired from the company?
Huh?
Caroline pressed charges against you for the stalking, right? With that, your past victims at the company finally felt emboldened to speak out against you. And within a few days, there was a 20-strong group of female employees giving witness statements. I hear your dad flipped out at you when he found out about you forcing me to stay at the office until 2 a.m. in the morning, too. Then to top it all off, someone in HR found out that you've been misappropriating company expenses while carrying out a routine bookkeeping check. While you may be the CEO's son, there's a limit to how much your dad is able to turn a blind eye to your misdeeds when you're present at the company means constantly having to deal with criminal investigations and bad PR. It was only a matter of time before you got fired.
How the hell do you know about all this?
Sure, I might have been on paid vacation for the last 2 weeks, but I was still an official on-the-books employee until yesterday. Besides, I was also one of the victims of your domineering attitude, so I was privy to certain information.
God damn it. This seriously happening to me?
Anyway, to answer your question, there is absolutely no chance I'm getting you an introduction at Globex Corp.
But why not? I'm elite, the best of the best.
An elite waste of space? Sure, give up, Benny. It's hopeless.
Hey, you watch your mouth, kid. Think about it. You might have moved up in the world now, but don't forget who raised you. I was your boss and I taught you everything you know. You owe me.
Wow, you're clearly more detached from reality than I thought. If you must know, I got headhunted by Globex, and actually, they've been reaching out to me with offers since before me and you even met.
What the hell? You got headhunted?
Yep.
But why would they go after you when I worked at the company too?
Would you just forget it already? I'm not about to throw away the generous offer they made me. For someone who would beyond a shadow of a doubt cause huge problems for the company the moment he set foot in the building.
This is a direct order from your boss.
Wrong. You're not my boss anymore. You're just some tragic unemployed loser who thinks he's more important than he is.
What?
Anyway, I have a web call with the CEO of Globex soon. Peace.
No. Wait. Please give me a job. These compensation bills keep turning up in the mail. I'll never be able to pay them off without a job. Please, I'm begging you. Pierre. Pierre, I need a job.
You may be wondering how a moron like Benny ended up becoming department manager in the first place. It turned out the main reason, as expected, was that his dad was the CEO. Given their nepotistic practices, it was no surprise when the company went bankrupt 2 years later. Funnily enough, the first domino fell because of a series of blunders by a panicked and stressed out Benny in the weeks before his dismissal. Even after he left, the shockwaves of his incompetence continued to be felt, and before long, the company went under. His dad, the CEO, was naturally livid, and last I heard, he's currently forcing his son to pay off all of the loans he took out in the last few months before the company went under in a desperate bid to save it. Apparently, being the vengeful type, is now forcing his son to work 365 days a year without breaks to avenge the failure of his company, which he blames entirely on Benny. As for Benny himself, he did used to be handsome, but now, even his looks are gone. I don't know if it's the stress of being swamped with debt, or being forced to work endlessly by his tyrannical father, but in any case, he looks like a guy twice his age now. Oh yeah, there was one more thing. Me and Caroline started dating for real. We're having a blast together. I feel amazing when I'm with her, and I hope we can get married one day. Here's to the future.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.